Hi everybody and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how you can easily start your adventure with PHP documents and programming language. At first, to start doing these things on our own computer, private computer, we have to install two applications. The first one is called XAMPP control panel, and there we can enable the Apache server for our PHP documents and Visual Studio Code. Maybe you have it, and with this Visual Studio Code we can edit the code for our PHP. So let's open the web browser and install our apps. Well, first we have to search for XAMPP in the web browser, and here, as you can see, the first link we can see is apachefriends.org, and XAMPP is our downloads for Apache Friends. Let's open that, and here we can install XAMPP for Windows, for Linux, or macOS, OS X, as you can see, for Apple. I will select the Windows because I do have the Windows. Here, as you can see, our download will start automatically, and if it doesn't, you have to click there. But let's wait a moment, it may take a while because it's a XAMPP website. It doesn't really work that good much. Here, as you can see, we have XAMPP Windows installer. Let's click that to open this file. Here, as you can see, we have some important notification. Important because unactivated user account UAC on your system, some functions of XAMPP are possibly restricted. With UAC, please advise to install XAMPP to program files, missing right permissions, or deactivate UAC with msconfig. Let's don't care about that. It won't limit us. Here next. And here we want only to have MySQL and PHP, MyAdmin and PHP. But if you want to have some extras, leave them here checked. I will uncheck the FileZilla, Mercury, Mail Server, Tomcat, Perl, Webalizer, and Fake Send Email. It's just useless for us. We just have to leave the PHP, MyAdmin, and MySQL. Here next. Now we can choose a folder to install our XAMPP. Here we have to click next. As you can see, I do have XAMPP installed, so let me at first install it and wait a moment. Now let's click next. Here, as you can see, we have language. We can switch between two languages here. Then let's click next. And as you can see, setup is now ready to begin installing XAMPP on your computer. Let's click next, and now it will automatically install XAMPP for us. It may take a while because it's XAMPP, so don't worry. This application has a lot of assets that has to be on your computer because you can create your own server actually on it, Apache server of course, with the HTML, and you can host your things, and some friends of you using the LAN can connect to you and see your website. Very, very complicated process, but yeah, that's why your application is installing so much time, and it takes, of course, that much time. As you can see, we are going straight to finish. As you can see, now we have installing, creating an installer, 75%. It will take some seconds. As you can see, now we can open the XAMPP control panel now. Let's click finish and it will be opened. Here, as you can see, we have only Apache and MySQL, two most important things. Now let's search for the Visual Studio Code. This application is completely free, like XAMPP, so don't worry. And here we have to click this first link. Here we have to click download for Windows, and we have to click here on this VS Code setup. Here we have to click I accept the agreement. Next. Now we can select the destination location of our folder and from our files, program files. Next. Here we can add our program to start menu folder. Here we can select additional tasks. For example, it can be create a desktop icon, add Open with Code action to Windows Explorer File Context menu, and add Open with Code action to Windows Explorer Directory Context menu. Personally, I recommend to check all these things because it's the easiest thing and it has very, very cool features. Here we have, after clicking next, the summarize of our things we've checked, and here install. This Visual Studio Code installs very, very much faster, so don't worry about your time spent installing all these applications which are unnecessary for some of you. Actually, if you just wanted to do so, you can edit PHP using the notepad, but I wouldn't recommend that. Here, as you can see, we have our Visual Studio Code. Now let me show you how you can easily start your adventure. Let's open a new tab, let's open XAMPP, and here we have to start Apache. Now we have to click admin. Here we have the localhost/dashboard. Let's read the dashboard and enter our folder in our name of our folder that we will create in a moment. For example, HardReset/website.php. As you can see here, we have not found, but don't worry. Don't worry. Now we have to enter the File Explorer, and here we have to now enter local disk, our system disk, or where you have installed your XAMPP. Here we have to enter the XAMPP folder, enter the htdocs folder here, and now we have to create a new folder, which we named then, so HardReset. Here, as you can see, we have the HardReset. Now we have to open the Visual Studio Code, click File in the top left corner, click Open Folder. Now we have to scroll down to the local disk C, your system disk, or where you have installed your XAMPP, and again open XAMPP and go to htdocs. Here we have to select our folder which we have created and click Select Folder. Now we have to click Trust the Authors, and yes, I trust the authors. Here now we can create a file which we have named website.php, and now let's refresh. As you can see, now we have empty website, and now you can just program your website things using PHP. That's it, hope it helps you, and goodbye.